Catfish get. Chill, waiting at the fries on your side, fuckboy.
Fuckboy, I was
in, man.
Alright, we're gonna let them eat.
Whole time just split this bitch down the middle, huh?
You got a baby ass posture.
Go ahead, do your shit.
Bro, those are mine.
Oh, no, bro. Alright, so we show them what we got. We got the same shit, didn't we?
Yeah, same shit.
What is this shit called?
Shit,
I don't even know.
No, but it's from Devil
this
Dogs.
shit gas.
Yeah,
it's
Devil
called the classic.
Devil Dogs.
The classic. So they got two. They got the original and then they got the spicy one. So we get the spicy one. It comes with lettuce, mayonnaise, and then their special sauce.
I don't know, but it's gas.
Alright, let me show it to them. Let me show it to them so they can get hungry real quick.
It's just gonna start.
Damn, hold on. This shit don't look that appealing. Man, this shit look bogus. Focus, twin. Whatever.
Just search it up.
Search it up. Try it. Let me know if y'all fuck with it. And then we got the fries. You know what I'm saying? Regular, like, Chicago fries type shit. The cheese, of course. To me, the best shit they got all type of teas. This is my favorite. The sweet tea.
This is only my favorite.
This brand, whatever the Joe tea, their shit gas. I ain't gonna lie. Which one you get?
Half and half.
Oh, it's the half and half. You hear that shit at pop? If it pop like that, you know it's gonna be good.
I already opened mine, so.
I just need to sip or something. Shit.
My shit was dry too, that's why I sipped it.
You know they say you're not supposed to eat. You're not supposed to eat. You're not supposed to drink anything until after you eat everything.
Yeah.
I've always known that. I just never done it. Let me see. Taste test again. First time I had this shit was gas. It changed my life. Let me try it again.
Still fire. Still make it with love, right? Too good.
Oh, that bitch is gas. They look like they sprinkle like some chili powder on it. You see that shit?
It's like Cajun, I think, powder or chili powder.
Hold on.
They probably get a napkin, so.
Man, fuck a napkin game. I ain't gonna lie to this shit. Fuck that. Shit.
But happy 4th though.
Oh yeah.
To everyone.
Sorry, this shit's so good. I'll be forgetting. I'm fucking forgetting we're recording. Damn, they gonna be like, damn, they don't feed that motherfucker.
I haven't eaten in several hours.
Shit, I haven't ate since the morning. All I had was like half a bagel. Anyway, those ass breakfast. Happy 4th. Hopefully I had the day off. Spend it with family. Spend it with friends, loved ones. Maybe pop a couple fireworks. You know what I'm saying?
What?
My family isn't necessarily the biggest firework people.
Yeah, mine ain't.
Every other year, now and again, we do some shit, but
I felt like when we were younger, like me, like our generation,
everybody was popping shit.
I remember when I was younger.
Boom, boom, boom. The shit. A month before 4th of July.
I remember we would go to like Indiana and shit to get fireworks.
Fireworks, yup. That's what I wanted to do today, but
It's really gonna be packed.
nah, it wasn't even that. I did other shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna go play soccer a little bit, hit the gym. I'm gonna go get this food. Now we're doing this. I do want to stop by a store on the north side after this. Hopefully, they're still open to buy some shit, pop some shit, blow some shit up. Since it is the 4th.
We could put a little clip in there.
Huh? But what was the first one? We're gonna go off topic because I feel like our last video, I didn't post the whole thing, but we was all over the fucking place.
Yeah,
we went from this to that. Chill.
First Heartbreak.
First Heartbreak. Yo, this shit is so fucking good. I'm sorry. You want to go first? Pussy.
Go ahead.
First Heartbreak. Nah, that's crazy though.
Because I don't know, like
I don't know, gang.
I don't think I really
Nervous ass.
not like I don't think it's like a heartbreak though. Like I don't think like
I go first then, cause then
Wow.
you're so complicated.
no, it was just like the cheating thing what I had brought up the other past. Like I thought about it like
Yeah, but they might have not seen that. So. Cause
Point
we did
is-
post those parts.
yeah, point is it was like around high school when I was in high school. I was with some girl for like I don't know, I think like a good amount of time. But I was also like at that age, at least me or like high schoolers who are playing like a sport and going to school. A lot of people may not think it's hard, but I think it does because like you gotta go to school and then after school you still have to go to practice or whatever, and then you still gotta come home do your homework. Or like you could like sneak it in between. Sometimes I will do my homework on the way to our game sometimes because we were playing like Schaumburg, I bet you like 45 minutes away. So I'm like, I'm gonna just do it quick action, or I'll just do it the day of, like the next day in the morning, wake up early. Point is, we were together for a minute, and then, well, for a while, like 7-8 months. I guess that's a good amount of time. I don't think that's nothing crazy. And then just we're talking, and then like I guess like towards the end, I had got busy. Cause we started talking like when sports wasn't like I was just playing indoor. So I guess when you're playing indoor, it's more like you're not playing as much. And then I started school. Like
So when is that?
Like from like February, February to like March, April, And then I started playing club, and then I went to school after in August, and then after club I was playing high school soccer, and then high school you can't play club no more. It's just strictly, and that when you're playing just strictly high school, it's just like Monday through, well, at least ours was Monday through Saturday we had practice. Like every day. Saturday we would practice from like 6 to 10 in the morning. And then, she would like constantly drag now when I was like at sports, So like when you're young, you don't really think of much of it. You're like, they're probably doing some shit. But turns out she was like seeing some dude while I was at like practice and shit. And I had found out because like one of her friends told me, like secretively, like, oh, like I know you're talking to her, but like she's seen other people, like other guys, like not just even one, but seeing like multiple.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's like
shit.
I'm like, damn. So
You had to put the block on.
yeah. So
Empty the clip.
So then like I confronted her about it, and I would never forget this day. To this day, it's like glued to me. I confronted her about it at school, after school, because we would always meet up, like, like the school, we would have, 3 floors? So we would meet on the 3rd floor. On, like, where the main stairs was? On the side? We basically met there on the 3rd floor. But I just confronted her about it, and then she just starts crying. But I just, like, in my head, I'm just like, sometimes when, especially at that age when I was younger, like I was like more immature. When like a girl would cry, I'd just be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Yeah. But like I was just like, "Bro, you know what you did?" Like she just started crying when I told her like that's what she said. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Like it's because you're always busy or like. So I don't think mine was like a heartbreak, cause I mean I guess shit it did hurt shit. Cause like you're like damn, like I'm out here like doing my shit and you're over here.
It is a heartbreak though.
Yeah.
Why the fuck you keep saying it like it's not?
I don't know, cause like I guess I got over it quick, but not quick.
But it's still a heartbreak.
Yeah.
Shit. Let's say you fucking break an arm and the doctors say, oh yeah, 6 months for it to heal, and it takes 3 months to heal. You still broke your fucking arm, twin.
Yeah, so that happened in
Yeah,
I ain't name dropping though.
So, hold on. So her friend told you,
Mm-hmm.
and that was that. She ain't try to talk to you after that.
Nah, I
Because
just.
sometimes,
Well, yeah. Okay.
sometimes, they friends fuck around and snitch because they want you, twin.
Mm.
She cheated on you with so and so. You wouldn't have to deal with that if you was with me.
And no, she didn't take it like that.
Oh, okay.
She was just more like,
Yo,
yeah, like she just gave it to me. She's like, I just wanted you to know because.
that's what's up though.
Yeah, that's why that'd be fun.
I
I don't think they're not friends no more after that.
Like realistically, like this might be like controversial, but if one of my
no.
if one of my homies do shit, twin, I ain't gonna lie, right? Like if she come up to me and ask me,
But
damn, twin, hey, what you expecting me to lie? So now morally I gotta
Mm-hmm.
say something that's not truthful.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, she came up to me, she asked me, okay, but I'm not gonna go out my way and be like,
Yo, this motherfucker cheating on you. Type shit.
But even in that case, sometimes like the guys that I've had as friends that were like cheating, I wouldn't really hang out with them as much.
It was like here and there.
Yeah.
But
And subconsciously, I think it was because, damn, I know if that ever happened and they asked me, I know I'm going to say the truth. So to save the quote unquote friendship, I'd rather just stay away so that never happens. That shit.
right.
But
You know, like she tried to like get back, but
not going.
I was, but not at the same time. Like I just like, it was just like whatever to me, and that's when I was like, we had broke up, but I was like really focused on soccer during that time period. So I think, so that was around the time where even when I was not playing club or like anything, we would be at the park 24/7. Like from like 9 a.m. to like fucking 9 p.m. Like then we'll come over to my crib and we're eating on the game, and we're not on our phones. Or as much as like we probably would.
I would never be on my phone back in those days.
I know.
I would not be on my phone. I'm on my phone way more now than I was back then.
I mean back then it was different. Shit.
Shit, I was tweaking.
But
Yeah, so she cheated on you, and then she tried to pay the victim.
mm-hmm. So
Shit, twin. I come at you fast.
yeah. So yeah, I guess when I was like, I don't know. I don't even know. I was in high school though. So I guess I was like sophomore, junior.
Sophomore, junior.
Sophomore, junior, around there. I'm not sure what. Point is, yeah.
Fuck, that shit was gas.
Shit, I was telling my story. I'm here.
That's why I was trying to finish. You should have seen me when you was first talking, boy. I was trying to
You were
inhale that bitch.
Axel, but yeah, I guess that's my first heartbreak. That's what the first one. Yeah, that I remember. You know, that's like vivid that I could like explain it in a sense.
Wait, so there was possibly a one before that?
No, not really.
Okay, so that's your first.
Yeah, but I'm saying like there's someone like that's.
Damn, my first heartbreak.
You were like 12.
You on my dick. My first. I'm gonna delete that shit. My first heartbreak? Shit. Wait, do you remember what my first heartbreak was? You have to know who it is.
I'm not name dropping, but I have like two. We don't name
Wait,
dropping.
so who?
Like what? That's like at the period of time where me and you were hanging out consistently.
Yeah, like Unity type days. Before high school.
Well, yeah, I think I like. I think I do. I mean, if you talk about it, I'm gonna like. It's gonna like.
Yeah, well, my first heartbreak, honestly, when I first got heartbroken, I was still very innocent. I didn't understand. Not that I didn't think cheating was not possible or that people didn't do it. It just had never happened to me, and I had never really been around relationships like that. Like even amongst, at least I didn't have any information of that around the relationships that I knew of. You know, people who were in my family or friends or whatever. So I remember this girl, which was my first girlfriend, my first quote unquote relationship. I was like, what? How old are you when you're a 7th grader?
Like 10.
Stupid ass. Point is, I was in
like
the
11, I think. 11, 12.
Twin, hell no. What?
Yeah. I think
Nah.
like 11, 12.
Because how old are you when you were a freshman?
Like 14.
14, 15. Right? So then 8th grade,
You're
like 14, 13.
like
and then
13,
7th grade, like 13, 12.
Yeah, I told you 11, 12.
But whatever, I was in the 7th grade when this happened. I was in 8th grade, right? And I was talking to I wasn't talking to this girl. We were dating. Me and this girl were dating. I remember vividly, I was like head over heels and like... And... I don't know why. Looking back, I don't really remember like truly falling in love. I think it was just my first experience
being in a relationship.
Being in a relationship with a girl that I somewhat found attractive and I liked spending time with. So I would have like, even like, you know, back in 8th grade, we went to different schools, right? But my school, what time we get out of Unity? 2:15?
I don't know what you're talking about.
2:15?
Yeah.
So I used to get out of school at 2:15. She went to a different school that was what? How far is that school from? Like 3 miles, 3.5 miles?
It's like next time over.
So they used to get out like at 3:30. So I remember vividly every other week.
We used to walk over there.
Well, almost every other day I used to walk from my school, and then walk to her school, and then wait like 10-15 minutes for her to walk out, and then walk home with her.
And you walk
and then walk back home. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm talking about.
But when we were younger, those walks were not.
Nah, them walks wasn't shit. But still, from my school to her
school
school
it's pretty crazy.
Was an hour and like 15 minutes. You know? So, or like hour 10, hour whatever. And I remember the first time I ever did that is when I asked her out. We were talking for a bit. We hung out a couple times. And I remember going... There was a flower shop by my house. It's not there anymore. But I got the flowers. Boom.
A teddy bear.
And a teddy bear. And I walked... And chocolates. And I walked to her school. And I had a poster and everything.
Chocolates already melted.
Yeah, I already hot as fuck. It's the middle of summer, whatever. I didn't give a fuck. I was thrilled, you know? So I'm walking my happy ass over there. Boom, boom, boom. You give her the sign, whatever, in front of everybody at her school. Oh my God, bitch, she's a girlfriend, or whatever, cool. So boom, I take her to her crib, and we're there, we're chilling. At this time, I think I had already known her parents, so we're just chilling there, boom, right? And we dated for, I want to say, damn, I don't even remember how long we dated, if I'm being honest. Probably not that long. For some reason, I want to say like more than a year before. I feel like I don't think it was that long. Because I think by freshman year I was already with someone else.
I think you're right.
But damn, I sound like a hoe right there. Yeah, I was already. Well, anyway, whatever. That's besides the fucking point. So whatever. Come to find out, remember how I told y'all I don't think like cheating exists. I don't think that should be happening. Whatever. She get a message on her. She asleep, right? We're in the house. She asleep in her bed. She get a message.
Check the phone.
Fuck. She get a message from this one of her guy friends. You know, I didn't really care. I wasn't insecure. I didn't like I said, I didn't think cheating was like, that wasn't even in my mind. I was like, what the fuck? Whatever. So I get a message. She get a message, and it's like 8 p.m., right? I'm about to go home maybe like in 30 minutes type shit. And it's like, it says, I miss you. Right? So this is when this shit started to creep into my head. I'm like, okay, I guess maybe friends miss each other, right? I guess they message at each other random times.
Wait, like, it said, I-M-Y?
Nah, I miss you. Like I typed out.
U-O?
Like I space M-I-S-S space Y-O-U period. Fuck you talking about? He ended the sentence, no cap. So I was like, and for like about 5 seconds, because I knew her password, but I never went through it because no point. So I'm sitting there and like the thought creeps into my head. Go through the phone. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do that shit. What the fuck? She's still asleep, right? And now I'm trying to be on my phone trying to forget the fact that I just saw that message. So I'm like,
shit, that shit.
and I can't forget. My man, let me go through this bitch. So the worst part is that I went through her shit, and they was talking about I love you and like when am I gonna see you again? That's not even the worst part. The worst part is she had about 6 other motherfuckers in her DM she was doing the exact same thing with. I'm like, how the fuck do you have the time? Like,
damn.
So that shit happened, right?
You started crying and shit.
Nah.
You got mad.
I was in disbelief.
You were shocked.
I couldn't believe that shit.
You were shocked.
I was like, huh? Like, how the fuck?
Am I seeing?
What the fuck?
Yeah,
like, to the point where I put the phone down and I'm like, I ain't just see that shit. Ain't no way.
You're gonna sleep it off.
I ain't see that shit.
So you go sleep it off and shit.
I didn't even tell her I went through her shit.
You just broke up with him?
No. I didn't even tell her I went through that shit. She, like, 10 minutes later, she wakes up because she had put an alarm because that's usually when the time I leave, like 8:30, 8:40. Mm-hmm. The alarm goes off. She wakes up. And I don't think she knew what the fuck I knew, but she knew something was up. Because, like, back then, even now, maybe not now as much, but back then, when anything ever bothered me, I get real quiet.
Me too.
Like, I'm just like this. Like.
On mute.
And sometimes I'll zone out. I won't even be looking, I'll just be like looking at some shit, just be real quiet.
When your head is everywhere.
And like, in my head, I'm like,
damn.
I can't even say what's going on in my head, because like, people gonna think I'm crazy if I say that shit out loud. But, so I end up leaving without telling her anything. That day, at least in person that day. So whatever, I go home, sleep it off, and the next day I walk to her school to walk to her house again. The whole walk there, I'm like, first of all, I don't know how the fuck I walked back.
That's what I was gonna say.
That next day, but and you know, I'm young. I'm still like, I don't know how to process my emotions as far as what the fuck I just seen, right. Plus how I still feel about her, and like, is the person that I have these feelings for, does she even exist? Because she acted so different in the conversations with other people, like things she was saying or things she talked about, she never talked about with me.
So it's like,
damn, dude, like, who the fuck am I even really talking to you? Like, when I'm talking to you, am I really even talking to you? Like, who the fuck is this?
Different personality.
Is this just like a fucking facade? Like, you just putting this shit up just, which is weird to me, because like, she really wasn't getting anything out of me. Well, I guess besides maybe attention and like, you know, oh my God, he's so lovey-dovey and he cares about me and he asks like me, like, what I like, anything I like, he remembers, and he'll do that, whatever.
Bullshit,
man. So we walked to her house, and the whole time we walking, like, I'm not even talking to her.
We're holding your hand?
Yeah. I'm not even talking to her, right?
Just holding your hand, skipping.
Nah, fuck no. Whatever. So we get to her house, we sit down, boom, she starts taking her books out of her book bag, because usually when she used to get home, she used to take her books out of her books, doing her homework. Whatever, cool. And then I tell her, I'm like, why you got all these guys in your phone that you're talking to, right? And she's like,
huh?
She's like, what are you talking about? Right? Listen. She's like, is that why you were acting weird last night? Right? Remember I told you I was quiet before I left. I'm like, no, but like, why I seen, like, why do you have, like, in my head, I'm like, this is me breaking up with her, but I just want the closure as to why the fuck she was doing that shit. Tell me why she's like, I'm not talking to no one. Tell me why she goes through her phone and nothing's there. You stupid ass bitch. I was mad as fuck. I was like, oh my gosh. And see, this is my first time experiencing this. Now I'll fucking take a picture. Shit, I'll screenshot out her phone and send it to me through her shit, and then I'll leave, and then she'll fuck around and see that I sent myself that.
Shit, that's why you don't go through phones, man.
Don't go through phones, man. Fuck that. So,
shit.
And now I'm like, this bitch gonna make me think. This girl gonna make me fucking think I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. Like, I seen all that shit.
Do you remember any of the names? I would have been like, man.
I do remember some of the names. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I still know some of them. I don't know them guys, but like, if I see them, I'll be like, fuck boy.
Fuck you.
Some of them though, I don't think they knew, cause like me and her, we weren't on social media like that. We weren't posting things about one another, cause we were still young.
Cause social media back then wasn't as big as it is now.
I guess not. Cause think about Facebook didn't come out until 2010.
Yeah, 2010, 12, I think.
And we were in school, and I was in 8th grade. 2014.
Yeah.
So
like Facebook was like for like the older
people,
because you couldn't create an account like with your age. Everyone had to use like 19.
Fake age.
Yeah, like 19.
So what was that? Oh, so that it got deleted. I imagined all this shit, right?
Bullshit.
And I knew what the fuck I saw, but I still liked her, so I stayed with her for about like a month. Listen. So I stayed with her for about a month. And hella other shit went on, like just stupid shit. Whatever. It's not that important. Anyway, I didn't do anything like out of like retaliation. I wasn't, I'm gonna get my lick back. Like I'm telling you, I was still innocent. Like me and that girl didn't even do anything.
Right. Well, yeah, you're
nothing.
Fucking young.
Like nothing. Like we kissed, but like we didn't do the act, gang. Like we didn't do none of that. So
you think that's why she was doing?
Nah. I don't think so. Cause I don't. As far as I know, I didn't see any of that, or they weren't talking about it. It was just like hanging out and going to do this or going to do that.
Hanging out. No.
Alright, fuck boy. Anyway, so stay with her, boom, and then one day I'm at the crib, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go out to this girl's party." It was like her best friend.
Like,
Her friend was trying to get at me the whole relationship. Never even tried it. Like I didn't do that. I didn't do any of that shit.
Yeah.
But I hope that. But you could tell. Like it was so obvious, and she would do it in front of her. And now that I look back at it, I'm like, damn, she was probably doing that shit on purpose because she knew her friend was fucking me over the whole time.
Tired.
If she's that comfortable to do that in front of her,
and her friend don't say shit, it's like, come on, man.
Bet. I see the games you play, but. So I'm going to her house. I still remember that girl's name. That's the crazy part. Whatever. So I'm gonna go to her house. She's having a party, blah blah blah. So it was her and her friend, and then like a couple guys that went to their school because they were all friends amongst each other. I go on Snap. I have her friend on Snap. I go on Snap. Twin.
If you say what I think about it, say no.
Twin, I go on Snap and tell me why. And her friend added her.
Like at her?
Yeah. Right? I'm like, okay, they doing that shit on purpose. What the fuck? She's recording her, and she's sitting on another guy's lap, and they making out. Right? I'm at the everything I love. Not that couch, because that couch was in there. There was a couch that was in the exact same place. I was sitting on that couch. I'm going through my Snap. Boom. Tap right. I see the story.
Well, how long ago did it say?
Like, I don't remember. It couldn't have been that long because the sun was still out. I remember the sun was still out.
So it was like maybe an hour the longest.
And I'm like,
huh? And you just broke up through like text. Don't say you went back.
Well, I had some of my shit at her crib.
Man,
so I go to her crib, and I'm like, yeah, like
we're done.
Like we're done type shit.
Like you told her and she starts crying and shit.
She didn't cry. She got mad.
No, you can't leave me.
She didn't do it like that, but you could tell like she was mad. I'm like, why the fuck are you mad at me?
I should be mad. I should give her a 2-piece.
Shit.
Something.
Whatever.
Walls of Jericho or something.
Shit. So I'm like, damn. I couldn't believe that shit.
Shit, too. Life comes at you fast.
And then she did that, boom. And then she would still message me like every day or every like, how are you? I miss you. Blah blah blah. This and that. I want to see you. And I'm just like,
fuck no.
To be honest, whenever I seen any of her messages, it was to the point like when I seen that shit, it was just like, I wasn't even mad. It was just like, you did so much that like I can't even feel anything for you.
Like it's done, empty.
Like
the jar is empty, like this, empty.
Like empty as fuck. Like
chase me right here.
Like, I can't feel... Like, I look at you and it's like...
Nothing there.
Why the fuck would I even waste or spend my time trying to conversate with you or trying to make you feel better because you feel shitty about all the shit you did? Now, granted, not an excuse and not putting anyone's business out there because I ain't name dropping.
We don't name drop.
But I think a lot of the trauma that she induced and the reason she was like that was because of her parents. Because I seen a lot in that household. That's all I'm gonna say. And when I was younger, I didn't understand it, and I wasn't so much aware as to like how that environment could affect children. Right? I was just like, damn, that don't happen in my house. Now, given I have a dad in my house, right? And she did. She had both. But like shit, there's a lot going on in that household. I'll say that.
She was a zoo in that.
And that ain't even me like filled with like resentment and I'm trying to like put that shit out. I'm just really trying to give backstory onto why I think she was like that. Back then, no clue how that could affect people. Now I'm like, damn.
It could affect you. A lot of stuff.
I don't understand. There's no justifying what she did, but I'm like, damn, it kind of makes sense.
She was like a product of her environment. Basically.
Yeah, a lot of shit. So that was my first heartbreak. I'm talking about I used to walk miles, take flowers, walk back home, send a long pair. No, like, you know, all that stupid shit with me. I know you're asleep, but
I just wanted to.
I just wanted to let you know that you're the most amazing, beautiful person I've ever met in this life.
Yeah, everyone.
And you're my soulmate.
But when you're younger, that, like I said,
I felt that shit in my soul when I said that shit.
When you're younger, that's what you think love is. When you're younger, that's what the concept of love until you get older and you start to like.
Yeah. You think it's the messages and being cute and
nah, that's not what love is. Yeah.
Nah. But yeah, that was my first heartbreak. So damn, you got cheated. We both got cheated on, twin.
Shit, it's cool though.
We did. Damn.
Yeah, yours was more, I guess, more sooner than mine, but like at that point.
How about sad now?
Yeah. Yours was more sooner and shit, but mine was like still like that. I guess that's what was like. You know how like people have like a welcome to the NFL moment? That was like welcome to high school.
Welcome to the world.
Yeah. Welcome to high school. Because in high school, that's what you see, you know, like in like some, not all, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like all American, they even, not saying they do it, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you think like, oh shit.
And that shit, bro, that shit fucked me up.
Yeah, it does.
At first, I didn't think it fucked me up. But my next relationship was so toxic, and I know it was because of me.
Oh yeah, I know.
I bitch.
But exactly, that's the same.
But in the moment, I didn't think that shit affected me.
Yeah.
But now I look back and I'm like, damn, that shit was fucking with me heavy.
Yeah, you just don't know. Like when you're younger, especially, I feel like at least me, I'm not taking anything from like women and girls. I feel like as men, us, like sometimes we don't know how to express it, especially since there's no father figure in your crib. There's not like, you know, your mom can only do so much for you, you know. Yeah. But she's at the end of the day, she's not a guy.
She can't be that father figure, that authoritative, figure.
Yeah, so like you don't know like how to express yourself because like I guess our culture is like, oh, like you're a guy, don't like just grow up, like, you know, just push it to the side. But like, but sometimes you can't do that because then shit, like you said, like you didn't realize how it affected you because you had all that shit bottled up and then you just popped. And you like took it out on the person and they didn't do shit.
Yeah, now you beating people and shit.
I
was just playing. That was a joke. That's not funny. Don't laugh. My serious moment. But nah, I know what you mean. Like you just blow up. It just you bottle it all up. You bottle it all up and then it just overfills. Your shit just pops. Your top pops.
Literally. And
but
GG's. No, that.
Do you think what happened in that first relationship affected your following relationship?
Yeah.
How so?
Like you said, it was toxic. It was just like
toxic because of her, or toxic because of you?
Me, I would say.
How were you toxic?
I didn't really. I didn't care about like her feelings type shit or like I was just being like an asshole. I would say like. Like just like realistically just being an asshole. Like the best way I could put it is just being an asshole. Like not being like I guess a boyfriend. I guess I was just being like an asshole. Like I wasn't like we were together and shit, but like it's just like like I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. Like you can't tell me shit. Like you're not my mom or you're not my dad type shit.
I look back at my dad. That was ugly as fuck with me.
Yeah, and it is.
Like
And
ugly as fuck.
And that's why when you look, that's what I'm saying. When I look back at like when I was in high school and like when I was in like relationships or like just talking to like girls, you look back and you're like, damn, like what the fuck? The fuck was I even doing? Like, damn.
Yeah, for what?
You look at the message and you're like, what the fuck?
Like you swear.
Yeah.
You swear you're here.
Yeah.
Relax, buddy.
Yeah, basically. So when I was younger, plus when we're younger, you claim that you're mature and
You're ready.
You're ready, but like, bro, you're not. That's why you always like, if you have younger siblings and shit, you always tell them, like, you know. I always tell my siblings too, cause I'm the oldest. You feel me? So I always tell them shit.
Yeah. Me, bro, you know what I would always do? I would always just like, I would always, what's it called? Not assume, but I would like, damn, my brain's not braining, my shit's loading.
That shit's traumatized too.
My shit's still,
That shit's loading. That shit's loading right now.
It's just still reviewing all my trauma and fucking moments that we just brought up. I would always what's the word, like when you say someone's doing something? I cannot think of that word right now.
When someone's doing something?
Like, oh, you're doing that or you're doing this. When you're
I have it tip of my tongue. I know what you're doing.
what the fuck is the word, gang? Like, my shit is not working right now.
I have it in the tip of my tongue. I feel like I know what you're saying, but it doesn't want to come out.
Accused. Fuck. Holy fuck, man. Holy shit.
I was gonna say
I'm
assume.
gonna have to cut that shit down. That shit took 30 seconds, boy.
That shit took
Assume was the word that was in my mind, but I'm like, no, it's not assume.
It's like you're.
I mean, they're similar, but they're not the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I would always accuse her of cheating. Always. The second relationship.
Yeah.
Always.
And
Didn't matter what the fuck she was doing. Now you're cheating.
Nah.
Boom. And sometimes I would just always assume, I would always accuse her. And it got to the point where when I was accusing her, I treated her like if she did cheat. And then I justified my actions of why I was acting like an asshole. I'm like, yeah, I'm acting like an asshole, but it's okay because she's cheating when she wasn't cheating.
Right.
I was just traumatized.
And but you you said you didn't know, but because that's how I guess you would cope. Not necessarily cope.
That's why your first quote unquote what you think or what you believe was your actual first relationship, I think it affects you so much. And even if there was your first relationship was when you were like 15, 16, the first one you consider was a real relationship or whatever. And now like me, like I'm 24. I'm not like
all the time I'm like
there's things sometimes that like when I'm talking to someone or like my last relationship where I'm like, damn, I look back, I'm like, damn, I was still somewhat moving and acting off of my trauma from that first relationship.
What is it? Nah, I don't think it was grieving. Cause it's like,
it's not grieving.
It's like...
But I would catch myself when I was doing it and be like, oh, okay, don't do that. You're doing that because of this,
Well, at least you're self-aware because back in the day you weren't.
Nah, I wasn't. So like I would cut that shit out. But...
Yeah, you knew because when you're like we said, when you're older, like you start to tend to like look at your younger self.
Yeah.
Especially like when you see people like that aging right then, like.
And that's why love to me is so fucking weird. Right? Because think about it. That first girl, how I told you, my first relationship where she cheated on me. Mm-hmm. Maybe now she's a completely different person. Yeah. And she would never do that because of everything that she's learned and she's experienced. And the same thing with the second girl I was with, or the third, or the fourth, however many relationships anyone's ever been in. That's why love is so weird to me. What if you and every single person you've been with got to a point where now they're able to be healthy and not make terrible decisions, right? Like cheating or being an asshole, whatever.
That's why, like, yeah.
Realistically, if you guys are both in a point of your life where you're good,
it may work.
It may work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Every relationship you've been in.
Yeah.
And that's weird to me because then, like,
that
relationship didn't last because of the age and the experience you had.
It's honestly, it's like anything you do in today's world. People are like you had to have experience in a sense to speak upon it or like You know, like that's why some player, like anything you do, like whether it's sports, a job, you gotta have experience. You know, people are gonna always
And you learn from all that
You know what I mean?
But not to me. What I'm trying to get to is just like you could really be with anyone.
Yeah, if you're
And love is choosing someone. That's what it comes down to. Just choosing them every single day.
Every day.
Even when you feel like sometimes you don't want to because motherfucker get on your nerves or some shit, you know, something.
But yeah.
Obviously, you don't want to put up with no bullshit like, you know, cheating and all that. But like I'm saying, like realistically, you could be with all the people you was with. It just wasn't you and that person were not at the point in their life where they were able to understand all these things and know how to combat their toxic traits.
Yeah, but they're like there's other people who are like not necessarily. I guess you would say blessed, right? That like they've been together since childhood, like from high school to like now.
Like high school sweethearts.
Yeah. There's some people who they're.
Y'all look cute, but don't be popping on my feet, fuck boys. Pissing me off. I'm just playing. When I see people like truly like, you can never know what's going on with a relationship based off social media. Right. But when they look happy, I just automatically assume they are, and it just looks nice to see. Like when two people are glowing and
they come together.
It's like, damn, that's beautiful. Like shout out y'all for real. But stay off my feet.
Don't be posting all that.
Don't be posting all that shit.
Yeah.
Restrict me if you.
For real.
But
we're done with that topic, or
yeah. What was the next one?
Catfish story.
Catfish. You don't have one, right?
I don't think so.
So look.
You got one. So go ahead.
So look, catfishing. I probably could have catfished someone in my fucking life, right?
I know someone who got catfish, but.
And I don't mean catfish like I was talking to a girl and then I put up and it was a fucking guy that was like 800 pounds, like the fucking show. No. I just mean she didn't really look like what her pictures looked like. And to be fair, sometimes a lot of people's don't really look like what they look like in photo and in person. Me included. So I don't really take it to heart if you don't look exactly like your fucking picture.
But like, it at least looks same, like.
Yeah, something. At least look like it's the same person, kinda. Like.
I do have. I guess I have a story, but it's not my story.
So I was.
How old were you?
I was probably like 21.
I think you told me this story.
I must have been like 21.
I think you did tell me a story.
So whatever, I was out living my life. I was 21, being a fucking imbecile, all fucking drunk, whatever. And the whole time it was probably my fault. I was probably drunk as fuck looking at her pic, thinking she looked like something that I put up, and I'm like, oh.
Your shit blurry as fuck. You're like, oh shit, that shit got you sober quick as hell.
Alright, so look, I was drunk as hell. I seen this girl, boom. I'm like, damn, you know, she looks attractive, whatever. And so I started messaging her, right? Off the drunk shit, whatever, cool. We had talked every other day, and we finally agreed that we're gonna chill and shit. So I'm looking at her pictures before I pick her up. I'm like, damn, she looks like a pick her up. Now, this is where I fucked up. She only had 2 posts. Only 2 pictures.
Wait, on like Facebook, IG.
On
IG.
Facebook,
it
was on IG. She only had 2 pictures. And it was 2 posts, only a picture of herself in both posts. There was no other pictures in it. Like, just one. You can't swipe. So I'm boom, okay. Whatever. She was like fair skinned, like me a little bit. Like maybe a little lighter. Right? Like light brown eyes and like light brown hair. And you could tell in the picture she had makeup. Right? And both pictures that were up. But I didn't think it was gonna be like that crazy of a fucking difference. Like no, and then flash. I think both pictures she had flash with the makeup. But even with the flash on, you know, sometimes I don't know shit about makeup. But sometimes if you put flash on a girl's makeup,
it pops.
Not it pops, but it's like you can tell who's good at makeup and who's like not that good. I don't know much about it. Don't come at me, motherfuckers. But on her picture, it looked like she was good with her makeup. Everything looked even, right? So okay, she good with the shit. Like she an artiste.
She's an artist.
So whatever. At this time, I have a car. I was in bullshit. I'm telling you, I was drinking and shit. So I take my mom with. My mom used to have the OG Prius. I'm talking about gas saver. So I'm pulling up. You don't even hear me pull up. Hear me? Like, this motherfucker real sleek, real silent, right? So I pull up. I'm like, yo, ready? And said, oh yeah, I didn't get to do my makeup, right? And in my head, I'm like, why is she bringing that up? Like when I'm already right in front of her house. So and oh, do you want to do it? Like I'll come back like a little bit later. I'll go to a fucking store and waste time, whatever. She's like, no, it's okay, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, cool. Gang.
She looked like a guy.
No. So her eyebrows were nice in picture.
Her shit was.
They weren't boxy like damn, like right? Because there was a point where there was very thick eyebrows. I'm talking about like 3 to 4 inches in height. Which everyone has their looks. I'm not hating. I'm not saying it looks good. I'm not saying it looks bad. Hers weren't like that. She had really nice natural eyebrows, right? At least in the pics, it looked like. She hopped in, and remember I told you, she's like my skin in the pictures. White, even with the flash. So I'm like, okay, if the flash is on in her pictures, that's her skin tone.
Right.
My dumbass didn't know much about makeup. Bro, she hopped in the car.
And you're like, draw on the floor.
Bro, I'm talking about she darker than you.
Damn. Pretty dark, eh? Especially in the
Look, going from someone where I'm telling you, like, she's lighter than me. And I don't think I'm super light. But she's lighter than me. I've always been told I'm white guy, whatever, especially with my name. But to go from lighter than me to darker than him, and I'm not even saying that I don't like girls with dark skin tones, because I've dated girls who were darker than motherfucker right here.
Dang, that's
what?
That's dark.
Yeah. So I don't see color when I see people.
We don't discriminate.
Yeah, not at all. Fuck you. But so she come out darker than him when in her picture she's light as hell.
Like white.
Right?
You would like pale. You would expect like pale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And in her picture, she had like, I guess it was me too, because I was sexualizing women a lot. It was, damn, does she look good, right? Does she look good by whatever? She had like a tiny waist. I'm talking about tiny, right? And I don't, like I'm saying, I don't care about, like, if it's more about how the fuck are you promoting this?
So being something else.
And then she
like
come out tank top, no flat weight, no waist. So me being 21, I guess being an asshole, not in that exact moment, but because I still went out with her, I didn't make it awkward, like, but in my head, it was fucking with me. So I'm like,
You wasn't looking, like I heard you were just talking like this when you were driving.
Nah, I was looking at her. I was conversating with her. It wasn't like.
Yeah. Like,
but.
You had told her.
So we want to go eat. We're sitting down, and I'm like, I couldn't, bro. I just couldn't. I'm so sorry. I fucking couldn't. I brought up the picture and I showed it to her. And I'm like, no funny shit. Like I'm dead ass. Like I'm not laughing. Like I'm laughing now because it's funny. Like what the fuck would I say? I'm such an asshole sometimes. I just want to know, cause fuck that. I'm not an asshole. She's the one that fucking lying and shit. So I'm like, I don't care about. I'm not discriminating your body type, but why do you have a really small waist here and not here? And she said, oh, she didn't, hey, respect to her, because she was still confident in herself. I love her for that. But she said, oh yeah, it's like, it's because I was wearing a faja. Right? And I'm like, okay, makes sense. In my head still though.
I'm like, damn.
Damn, now I sound like an asshole. It was more about, it wasn't about what body shape, because I probably would have still gone out. Nah, probably not. Because she just wasn't attractive to me in the face, in person, which is fine, right? There's people you meet, people probably met me who feel the same fucking way.
Yeah.
I was more mad at the fact that she was promoting something that wasn't.
Like false claiming.
That. It's like you're güerita, thin waist, clear skin, right? You look like you got like long legs, maybe like, I'm short, right? maybe like 5'4", real like nice build. And then I meet you in person, and you shorter, shorter, dark skin, no slim waist.
Whole time it was not even her. It was her sister and shit.
No, to the point where like for real, like I was looking at her, and like after I left, or after I dropped her off, I looked at the pictures, and then cause I'm good at keeping faces in my head, even though they're not there. I was like imagining her face in my head, and in the picture, and I'm like, bro, that's not the same fucking person. I'm so sorry.
You couldn't.
That was the first time that for real, I didn't think catfishing happened.
I thought it was like just like a fluke.
Yeah, like
you always see that like online, like back in the day.
And the girl had a lot of likes. That's the crazy part. I'm talking about she had like 5K likes, 6K likes on her shit.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, bet, say that. She, in her own respect, she was beautiful in her own way, but not in what she was promoting online.
Yeah.
And she was a cool person. Like, she was chill to talk to her and shit.
Where y'all go to eat?
To get some tacos. That's usually where I go to, like, go out to eat with girls. Usually get tacos. If I take them out, I want to see if they're Mexican enough for real. And then we could go do the other shit, you know. But other than that, you get the real humble taco experience.
Real Cinco de Mayo experience.
Real Cinco de Mayo, real Mexican.
Yeah.
And after that, you know, maybe we hit a little hibachi, we hit a little Eddie V's, we hit a little Benihana's, a little pho after though. You're not gonna get the sorry.
Not yet. But
I gotta really fuck with you to give you that.
Sorry.
You're not just getting that. And I could. Hey, I could give it.
But yeah.
I'm good. I'm good on that, matter of fact. Sit your dumb ass down
again.
and eat these fucking tres asada.
I'll
Con
take
todo
that.
y pinche chile. Una pinche horchata.
Fire though. That's flame though. You never could go wrong
Yeah,
with
that's what I'm
tacos.
saying.
But nah, I don't think I've ever had one, but I had a
I feel like an
friend that-
asshole now.
that-
But nah, for real, like, she was just... Bro, I wish I could show y'all the pic, and then... I'm not gonna do that, but I wish I could show y'all the pic, and then bring her ass on here to fucking show you, and be like, look.
Oh damn, imagine she actually looks like that now, like...
Count.
Shit, but... No, yeah, like I said, I've never really ran into it, like...
I'm just saying, and if you gonna say some shit about me, cool. I'm just saying she did not look... bro, whoever's been out there and been catfished, y'all know. Girls been catfished by a guy, guys... Y'all fucking know.
Yeah.
This shit happened. There's a reason this is a term.
Catfish.
Like, there's a reason that word exists. Whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Nah, I never had one, like I said. Luckily.
Yeah. What was the other one?
Our other topic was what made us start recording.
You wanna go first? I kind of just talk my ass off.
Yeah.
I don't know how long.
What made us start recording? Well, we've always had this idea. Even like, I feel like me and him we've always like wanted to do certain shit. Like we've always been like creative, like in every aspect, whether it's clothes, whether it's video games or just sports, like just anything. We've always been creative and like we've always like shared the same interest to the point where like we've always wanted to start a podcast. This has always been in our
For a minute now.
Yeah, for like a cool minute. But we just never like, alright, bet.
Sit down and do it.
And that's why the first episode it just came off like I just told him like, nah, it's just we had nothing to do. I was like, man, let's just shoot a pod. Like this perfect time. We didn't know what to do. We were just here at his house, literally just laying down. Literally just laying down on each other's phones and just
fucking smelling our farts.
Yeah. So we were just like, man, fuck it. So, that's what made us start recording, and it's something I think me and him enjoy because we both like to talk. Like when we're with each other, we're always conversating. Like it's never like quiet unless
we got that.
Yeah. But other than that, we always like, oh, did you hear about this? Or like, oh no, did you hear? We've always been like that.
Because we have similar interests too.
Yeah. So that's what made us start recording. I mean, like you said, we've been wanting to for like a good while, and we also want to keep this is something we want to do, keep doing. We'll see where it takes us.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Just to piggyback off what he said, It's been something that we both wanted to do for a minute. Not even just pods. I'm talking about
Hella shit.
pods, putting up videos of whatever type of content. For me, it's like a lot of gym content. I want to kind of veer off into not just doing gym content, but like clothing content or just regular vlogging or whatever the fuck I be doing on my days off, whether it's going shopping, whether it's
going eating,
trying a new place, or going to do like an activity like a Six Flags, or do something like a water park, or do something like
even playing sports,
or being I don't know, like now we're in the summer, like probably go jet skiing, or probably do some boat activities, or probably do like anything, whatever the fuck that comes to mind. We want to go hiking, we want to go to fucking do a trail, just to vlog anything and everything that we do, just because I feel like, to me, it's interesting when I see people post shit, whatever the fuck they do in their real life. I feel like social media is a platform where you're meant to be social, you know, and I feel like a lot of the times everyone has the right to handle their social media platform however the fuck they like.
Yeah.
But sometimes I see people and it's like they have, which like I said, everybody's different. They'll have like one post, 2 posts, and it's fine, right? But they'll still like, it's like, I feel like, and don't get me wrong, I don't, like I said, people can do whatever they want, but I feel like sometimes people's social media platforms are like
so
a paper or a page of like, they're so focused on showing what they've accomplished. It's more like, oh, I was here. Oh, I got this. Oh, I got a house. Oh, I got this. I got that. Right, I got married. I did this, right? And to me, that's cool. Like I said, everyone has their own way of fucking using their platform however they'd like. But to me, it's like, I feel like I wish more people were like showing what the fuck they do in their everyday life. Show us the good days. Show us the bad days. Show it, like, I feel like now more than ever, people are able to connect because of social media. Yeah. And I feel like even through social media, we truly do not connect.
Yeah.
We see what each other is doing. We see that they got this, they got that, or they're doing this, boom. But there's no real connection as to like, oh, I really know this person. I know what they think. I know how they feel about this situation. I know that they like, I mean, you get a little bit off certain people's pages, or a lot, depending. Like I said, people handle their pages however they want, and they do as they want. But there's some people that I have that I like seeing their posts because they post more about what they like. Some people are always on runs, some people are always on hikes, some people are always sharing things about a certain sport or pieces of art or this or that. Me, I just wish I could see everyone, and maybe this is me being a nosy motherfucker and I just want too much information on people's lives, but I think it's cool to have a feed or a page where you follow a bunch of people that are always just showing whatever the fuck they're doing. We only get one life, right? So before social media, we were only able to see and perceive what we've done with our own 2 eyes. There's people, like when you watch someone I haven't been skydiving, but there's videos that you can watch on Instagram, on YouTube, on this and that of people skydiving. There was people that died before the social media shit that never could see with their eyes how it would look like if someone did that shit. Social media has changed that. You can see people do shit that you probably can't do in your life right now, or probably haven't gotten to do yet.
But you see how.
But you see how it possibly, oh shit, it's gonna look like that.
Yeah.
You don't, of course, you don't get the feeling, the fucking boom, because you don't fucking do it. But you could go and be like, oh shit, that's how it'll look. That's how somehow it will fucking look. And so that's why I feel like I wish more people would just share more shit. I want to see what the fuck y'all doing. I don't care if you're fucking sitting in a desk doing fucking a whole bunch of fucking paperwork. Explain it to me. I want to fucking know. Explain to me what the fuck you're doing. I don't care if you're going to the gym and you do the exact same fucking workout. Sure, I want to see it. Right. Maybe you got on a different fit that day and I like the fucking fit, and maybe now I'm inspired to go and create something because I seen you do it, you know? And I feel like people feed off of each other, and I feel like that's why I want to be able to post more. I think that's really what's driven me, just being able to post shit so people can see, and maybe I don't inspire everyone, but maybe one little thing I did might inspire someone to fucking start doing something. Because there's people that I've seen that have inspired me, you know, so And I feel like that's a good thing to just send to keep that that flow of inspiration going through social media. But it's always been that. You know, I feel like when I was younger, like really, really young, like 4 to 5, 6, I was always a character. You know, when I talked to my family on both sides, they would always bring up memories of like, oh, you were always so funny. Oh, you were always so this. You were always so that. You were always laughing. You would always make me laugh.
Yeah.
Like, and I remember some of those memories. They would tell me like, yeah, man, I remember I did used to do that, and I used to feel good. Having the ability to make someone laugh is a good feeling. I'm sorry, right? Someone telling you, oh, you light up the room, or your presence is felt, or that's a good ass feeling. And at some point in my life, I feel like I lost that, right? I don't know when exactly, I don't know how exactly, but I feel like I lost that, and now I feel like I'm slowly stumbling upon how it is to be that again. Yeah. Even though sometimes it's uncomfortable because it's not something that I'm used to like I used to be. You know, I wasn't as self-conscious when I was a fucking child. Now you have to deal with, you know, your own voice. Because it doesn't matter what the fuck other people think or what they say, because you never know what the fuck they're thinking unless they directly tell you. It's all about what you tell yourself. So I think that was it. I just wanted to show and kind of just just be in front of the camera, talk about whatever, give my opinion on whatever the fuck. If you agree with it, great. If you don't, even better, right? If you hate it, I despise it. If you like it, I love it. You know what I mean? But just that, being able to, you know, I like clothes. I don't think I'm the drippiest motherfucker on earth, but I want to get to that point at some point, you know. I want to be able to still dive into all types of art, more clothing, you know, get to know more about fashion. Even though I have a 9 to 5, I still want to make time for things like this that make me feel alive and make me feel like I have a little control and I'm not a fucking ant, or I'm not a fucking robot or a rat in a rat race. I don't like that fucking feeling. So it's more about just getting to learn about clothing, getting to learn about myself, being able to record what I do. Even if to some people maybe my life is fucking boring, to some people maybe it's exciting, to some people whatever. I don't really care. My purpose isn't necessarily to think about what the viewer is thinking. It's more about me just being able to share this, and whoever enjoys it fucking enjoys it or whatever. Yeah. So it's just that. Getting more gym content, more clothing content, more everything. It's just that. Record everything. And I just like talking. Sometimes there's probably a lot of people who think like, damn, motherfucker's quiet. Motherfucker don't say nothing. Really, I be talking my ass off. Sometimes I just don't want to talk to people. And sometimes some people don't make me feel comfortable enough to talk. So I just be like, man, I'm going to just shut the fuck up. I ain't got shit. Whatever. If you think I don't got shit to say, I don't got shit to say. I don't got shit for you. I'm sorry. Right. So, yep. That's that.
What's the next topic?
What's the next topic?
I think it's for you.
It's for me?
Yeah. What made you get in the gym?
In the gym? The thing that made me get in the gym, if I'm being honest, the thing that made me first take a step in the gym was over a fucking girl. I ain't gonna lie to you. The first thing, look, this is what, and again, I went through that fucking phone. Don't go through that fucking phone. And in reality though, thank God I went through that phone. Yeah, because I was a scrawny motherfucker. I'm talking about, I was eating family-sized bag of Takis in one sitting and still hungry, and then fucking gurgling a fucking 2-liter Coke warm.
I remember that.
Warm. I remember not cold. No cup with ice. I'm talking about that 2-liter Coke was probably sitting in my room for 2 fucking days. That bitch got no gas. And I was gurgling that bitch. Anyway, I was talking to this girl, whatever, I'm at her crib, woo, right? We chilling and shit. She fall asleep. Here my dumb ass go again.
Checking the phone.
Checking the motherfucking phone. I see she conversating with her ex. I'm bet. See, this time,
it was different.
I texted her. She was asleep. I texted her. Yo, went through your phone. Took a picture of this shit this time, right? So I don't got it no more. I've gotten 3 new phones since that phone. Anyway, I'm pointing over here like my phone right there, and it's not really. Anyway, so I take a picture of this shit because this ain't gonna be the second time someone try to say that they ain't got no messages and I was just seeing shit. No, motherfucker. So whatever. I take a pic. Boom. Send it to myself. Boom. I text her through my phone. Yo.
Went through your phone.
I went. Not even. I said, yo. You see the screenshot above in the chat. I'm done with your ass. I didn't say I'm done with your ass.
I'm done with you.
I'm trying to seem like I was hard, so I was really sad as fuck. I was like, damn, you fucked me up, Tony. Why the fuck would you do this to me? So yo, honestly, you see the thing up. I don't remember the exact words, but it was mostly like, you see the message, we're done. Don't talk to me.
Sorry. Did she try to talk to you?
Yeah. She was blowing up my phone, all type of shit. So, like I said, I was at her crib. I didn't even wake her up, walk the room, walk out the front door, go home. Right?
No cameras, no nothing?
Nothing.
No
I'm
on
talking
the
about. I don't know. Her parents were home, I think, but.
So you didn't give a fuck. You was outside.
I was like, man, fuck that. I'm gone.
Tired.
Shit. Don't let your daddy be in the living room. I might swing on his ass. Nah, I'm just playing.
Do.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm in his crib whole time. He can say I'm a fucking intruder. That's my shit. Anyway, I'm just playing. That was a fucking joke. So I walk out, hop in the whip, go home, boom. It's like maybe like 1 a.m.
Yeah, fuck that. I went to the gym.
And I got the gym right here, right? And I'm like, damn, man, I'm fucked up, blah, blah, whatever, boom. So I go to the gym, 2 a.m.
Mad as hell.
Yo, how can I get in here? How much I gotta pay, blah, blah. Like, well, you can do a membership, $10, you know, just for you. And I bet, come on. I had probably like $12 to my name. In quarters. At that. So I paid my first membership at Planet Fitness. I paid in quarters, no cap. Yo, hey, thank God, motherfucker, we up anyway. So I pay that shit in quarters, and whatever he let me in. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in that bitch. I've never touched a weight in my life. I didn't know how to do a pull down. I didn't know how to bench. I was doing curls wrong. Like I didn't know how to do shit. Right? So I'm there 2 a.m. That bitch damn near empty. I'm looking around. I'm like,
what the fuck these mosquitoes do?
Damn. I was so intimidated. So I just hopped on the fucking treadmill.
Sure, that bitch alive.
For the first month, or maybe not, for like the first 2 months in the gym, I didn't touch a single weight. And I was in that bitch every day. I was strictly on that treadmill. Not even the Stairmaster, the straight treadmill. I didn't even fuck with the settings on the treadmill. I didn't make an incline. Nothing. That bitch was flat, and I was walking. I was running, because to me, running has always allowed me to not think about shit. You know, soccer in my life was very big. Whenever I was going through anything, like any type of mental trouble, or I was going through something and it was fucking with me, soccer was always there, because you're so focused on the game. There's so many little intricate details that you got to think about when you're playing the sport of soccer. Okay, am I in the right position? Okay, are we defending? Okay, if I have the ball on my feet, I gotta look up, but I still gotta control the ball. I gotta go this way, I gotta go that way. Who am I passing to? And then from where, and then who's making a run? And then for the person I'm passing to, how do I then become an option for them to pass it back to me so we can move it up the field? So much shit going on. So you don't have time to think about whatever the fuck is bothering you.
Right.
So I hopped on the treadmill, and that was that. The treadmill was just the exact same thing for me. I was able to run and like, shit, don't think about nothing else, because if you don't move your feet with this fucking treadmill, you're going to eat fucking shit. You're going to want to face the treadmill. Boom. Chingases. No teeth. No nothing. No smiling. No pictures. No nothing. So I'm like, that was helping me. You know, I was on that bitch flat, going at like a 12.0 speed. That bitch go up to 15. I don't ever see anyone on the regular treadmill on Planet Fitness go over 7.5 or 8 on average. I'm talking about, I was sprinting on that bitch. Right? So.
For how long?
I don't remember, but like sometimes it'd be an hour. Not full sprint the whole hour. I'm not fucking superhuman. But like I'd be on the treadmill for like an hour. And then I do like interval running. Maybe I go like at a 12 speed, then back to a 6.5 speed for a minute, and then speed up to an 11, and then, you know, just move shit around. But like, for the most part, I was really sprinting for real. Yeah. And then it got to the point where I started putting ankle weights on my shit, because I was so fucking fast. I'm like, man, fuck this. I need to put some weight. So I got 5-pound ankle weights on each ankle, and I used to run with ankle weights. So yeah, that was the thing that got me into the gym. Was I went through someone's phone. But what kept me in the gym was the progress. That was really the first time in my life where I felt like I was given back exactly what I put in. If I was going to the gym for a month and I looked like shit, it's because when I went there I was on some bullshit. If I went in there and I was busting my ass every single fucking day, I'm talking about pushing myself to the limit to the point where my muscle was probably gonna give out on the rep that I try to put up, and then I come back next month after doing that shit for a month, and I got a little more dents in the arms, a little more dents in the chest, a little more dents in the thigh, a little more dents in. Is because I was putting in that fucking work. So that's the thing that kept me in there. But for sure, the first thing that got me in there was I was heartbroken in that bitch. Shout out that lady. Shout out her.
Shout out her for.
Shout out Twin. But yeah, that's that. And that's what kept me in the gym. And then now gym is like soccer to me too. It distracts me. I get a good lift. It's good for your health. I don't see why not everyone in the world does it.
Alright.
What's the next one?
Diogo Jota. Soccer player passed away over the weekend. Well, yeah, over the weekday.
Diogo Jota. So this segment is more for
People who are involved in sports.
people who like football. Was it what? He died July 2nd. July 3rd.
Yeah, 3rd.
So right now,
Well,
while we're
before.
recording this, it was the 3rd. It was the 3rd. Third, like in the morning.
Yeah,
like 2 in the
like,
morning,
yeah.
3 in the morning type shit. So right now we're recording, this is July 4th. We're the 4th of July. A
7th.
footballer that goes by the name of Diogo Jota was in a car accident with his brother. It veered off the road. They were in a Lamborghini, I believe. They veered off the road, crashed, and unfortunately they both passed away. This comes about 2 weeks after he had just got married. This comes after
3 weeks.
3 weeks after he just got married. This comes after a season where they just won, arguably, not even arguably, they won they just won the title. His team that he was a part of won the title in the hardest league to play in the world, and which was what, Liverpool's 20th.
Yeah, and he wore number 20. Yeah.
So yeah, they won their 20th league title in the history of their club. He was number 20. They are actually, if I'm not mistaken, they're retiring the number 20.
Yeah, they're
Immortalizing.
Yeah, so
Which
no,
I think they're gonna retire.
it's
No one ever is gonna be able to wear that number for the remainder of the club, as long as that Liverpool is a club, and they will be. I'm sure of it, because they're the club with the most titles, aren't they?
Get the what?
Or second now,
Prem?
because I think United has like 22, 21.
I think.
more?
I think.
I could be wrong. Don't
Yeah.
listen to me on that part.
But
What
point is, they're top club in the
yeah,
Premier
top
League.
club, one of the best clubs in history.
Even in the world.
And I'm not bringing this up. I'm just saying this to say that
Shit,
life comes at you so fast. You know, he just won a UEFA Nations League. He
Yeah.
just won a trophy with his country, Portugal.
Yeah.
You know, all in the span since I think April was the first. I think they won the Premier League in April, and in May they won the Nations League, and then he got married about 2 weeks ago. And yeah, on July 3rd, him and his brother
One Lambo.
were in a Lambo. They crashed, and they both passed away. So just
Shit.
condolences to his family, to his teammates,
His friends.
his friends,
His fans.
his now widow, his children,
Children.
and to his parents who lost both of their sons on the
Yeah.
same day. I can't fucking imagine,
Yeah.
because I don't have children.
Right.
But
Just anyone who would support him, I guess. His fans. Or,
yeah, you know, I wasn't a direct, and this is bigger than football, but I wasn't a direct fan of the club that he was with, but
You knew of him.
but I knew him.
Yeah.
You know, there'd be times where I'm like, man, don't put that motherfucker on the field, please. When he was playing my team. Don't let him get the ball near the box.
Yeah.
Please do not. Anyone but him.
Right.
But you know, besides being a great footballer, you could tell, like, from the love that he's received from his teammates, you could tell he was a great person.
Great friend.
He was a great friend. He was a great
Footballer.
husband for however long. He was a great partner,
Yeah.
a great father. So
Great brother.
This is just like a reminder to me, man, that like
Life.
life. Anything can happen.
Yeah. Literally.
You know.
At any given time.
And it's sad to see. You know, he died at 28.
Yeah, he died at 20.
Super young.
Super young.
28 years of life is not long at all.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just tough. It's just tough to see that shit.
Yeah.
You know, someone living out their dream. They're getting paid tons of money to do what they love. They're a great person. great family man. And,
Great everything.
And you know, and from what we know, it's a tire blew out on on the vehicle. One of the tires on the Lambo blew out, which caused them to veer off the road. So it wasn't like he was drunk driving or they were just out fucking partying or speeding. Like, no, they were going speed limit on an expressway, and there was just no
way stopping it.
There was where they were at. It was like grass on the side of the road, so there was really no rail. So you know, your tire pops. You're going 70 on the expressway. You lose control. I mean, you know, you can't really
do a lot. I would say
do a lot with that shit. So especially in a small car like a Lambo, you know, when you go into a ditch like that, the car's so small. The material that the car is made of isn't that fucking good, so it's not made to be impenetrable. So, you know, I can only imagine. Hopefully, it was as painless as possible, but.
Because it also blew up too. It caught on flame.
Yeah, so I mean.
There was no really like.
Man, fuck that shit. So, just rest in peace to Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva.
Yep.
Right.
Shit.
It's just tough, man. Cause like, damn, it's like that. It could have been anyone.
Realistically.
And you know, in the heat of the moment, when you're like us, like we're football fans. In the heat of the moment, when you play against certain people, you're like, man, fuck them and fuck this, and I fucking hate this guy because he scored on my team, or they beat us because of this guy. But it's moments like this that you realize, man, there's things bigger than
football.
Bigger than football. Yeah. And you could tell because you know there's clubs all over the world showing their respects, giving their condolences. So, yeah, man. Rest in peace to both of them.
Yeah.
And man, I just hope
wherever they are, shit, I hope they continue to watch.
I just hope that their family's able to grieve and just get as much support as they possibly can from their close ones and you know everyone who was close to Diogo and Andre. So yeah. What was the next one?
DDG and Reggie.
Oh, DDG and Reggie. So look, I have a friend who be all on TikTok drama, right? And I be baking his ass. Cause how the fuck do you know all this, right? How do you know all this beef? How the fuck are you so up to date on this and this and that? I use TikTok. I post TikToks, but I don't really be like scrolling through that bitch for every occasional I'll scroll and see what the fuck is on there. But this thing popped up, and there's a beef between DDG, streamer, YouTube, great. You know, I'm talking about one of the what are they called? Whatever. One of the greats when it comes to content creating, as far as this era. People posting on YouTube and, you know, great. Guy is fucking insane. And Reggie, who is a up-and-coming, still been around for a minute, streamer. And I don't really know the direct reason they're beefing.
I honestly don't know either.
The convo for me isn't even about the beef.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I'm bringing this up is because of the comments I see in these videos. When these two guys are attacking one another on their streams on live. So you'll see a stream of like Reggie and he'll be saying some shit about the other guy, right? Some crazy shit. And then you'll see a video of DDG saying some crazy shit about the other guy on his stream. And people will clip it and post it on TikTok. And to me, it's crazy how... And maybe to an extent, I'm like this, and people are like this in other ways. You know, people who like watch Love Island, or people who watch these shows, and they're able to create these parasocial relationships. My thing is just, it's so surprising how many people in this world are fucking instigators. I'm talking about. All the people in the TikTok comments, whether it's this guy's side or this guy's side, they're just trying to feed that person more information on the other person to bring to light. Yeah. And it's like, these are two successful black men. I'm talking about these motherfuckers are making 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 7-digit a month. You know what I'm talking about? These motherfuckers are making a ridiculous amount of money, right? And it's just like, you're posting all this beef about whatever the fuck, and you got a whole bunch of people in the comments feeding each person terrible information to put on social media to embarrass them and to disrespect them in front of other people to claim they got the W. And I feel like this stems not directly, but like the whole Drake and Kendrick thing. It's like, who can put out the worst information on the other person?
I mean, yeah, beef's always been around though, like beefs in general. Like,
and it's just like, it's so confusing because I'm like, damn.
DDG's been in countless beefs, so. Yeah,
there's like thousands of comments. Oh, say this, or laugh my ass off, ha ha ha. That's so funny. Like, people really get off of this shit.
Yeah, there's some people who are like me. I know they're beefing, but I don't.
Which is cool, like I said.
Yeah, I don't know how it started either.
Like I said, people have different, parasocial relationships. Maybe people view like the whole Love Island thing in a similar light.
Well, yeah, because that's like a.
But like, people really be invested. Like, nah, fuck the other guy, fuck, and it's like, bro, they don't know you, and you don't really know them, and whatever they're saying on camera, on live, is just like what you see on Instagram. Just like what you see on Facebook, just like what you see on TikTok. You can't believe every single fucking thing you see online. Just because someone is saying something or this or that doesn't mean it's true.
Until you know, like, if you know them, like, personally, then you know.
Yeah, then you know the real, what's going on, you know what I'm saying? But, like, off of social media and off of videos, you never really gonna know. But it's just weird to me because that's the shit that I feel like that, at least on my feed. And I'm like, I don't even interact with it. It's not like I watch all the videos or if let's say the video's a minute long. I don't watch the full video. I don't even watch 30 seconds. Like, I'll scroll through the comments quick, boom, boom. I don't heart any comments. I don't heart. So it's not like I'm interacting with it, but it's like TikTok is pushing this. It's like it's what sells.
Not necessarily what it sells, but I think it's like...
Or what keeps people on the app.
Yeah, and it's just like what's going on today. Like, what's big because, like you said...
Yeah, but that shit's been on here for like a week now.
Yeah, because they've been beefing consistently, and then it's like new things happen, so they gotta push that, and, like...
It's just crazy to me.
The situation DDG's in...
And it's crazy to me that people aren't much more aware of the fact that they're being fed all this negative ass shit. Yeah. And subconsciously, it will fuck with you. If you are viewing nothing but people arguing and fighting and saying crazy shit to each other, and then you add on to it and go and comment shit for them to say, right? And now you're thinking of what terrible shit to say about the other person. Bro, that shit is not good for your brain. That shit is not good for your subconscious. That shit is not good for you. Like, and it's like some people are just so annoying.
Yeah.
And then if you try to say something, like, if you really try to be that, that's why you can't be that motherfucker on TikTok. But if you try to be that motherfucker on TikTok and be like, hey, y'all shouldn't really, like, invest into these type of videos because it's fucking with your health and it's fucking, whether you know it or not, they'll be like, shut your bitch ass up.
But who the fuck asked?
Like, who the fuck asked this guy? What the fuck is Unc talking about?
Yeah.
And like, man, you know what? And it's crazy because y'all so hateful. Y'all so hateful on these fucking platforms. It's like, y'all really not saying that in real life. They be the motherfuckers you pass by, don't say a fucking word. They'll be on the line saying the most crazy shit.
They'll be on mute.
And it's like,
that's
what's the point of that shit?
Just today's society or where we're at.
Like, y'all be so fucking hateful. And that's why it's just so confusing me. I'm like, that's why it wasn't even about the beef, because I don't know what the fuck they got going on for. I know a little bit, but I don't want to give information. It's not even full information. It's more like, why the fuck are y'all that invested? And then why are y'all talking down?
Well, yeah, because
it's like
also
they love that shit. Yeah. They love it.
Yeah, that's because
they live for that shit.
Because
they try to bring in more people.
I guess like the streaming community is different.
It's toxic.
Yeah. Some it's
like high school.
Some fan bases are not as. It really depends on
the person.
Yeah, the person.
Like, you never see Agent and no shit.
Yeah.
And it's because of how he carries himself. Yeah. But it also sells. So then you got to think of it from the fucking point of view of the streamers. Yeah. Well, if I could do some beef and it brings in more views, then it brings in more money for the one. It's a win-win for me.
Yeah. Crazy. But like I said,
and with those platforms, they could be doing so much more. And like, it's so easy to say, oh, they could be doing so, because you're not in the position. You don't know what it's like to be them. But
yeah. Well, I guess this is Reggie's first beef, I would say,
Yeah, I was seeing some comments. They said that DDG been in like 4 or 5 beefs.
Yeah, like the motherfucker I told you that I would watch, Bruce, he was in beef with him. But I ain't gonna lie, DDG got, to me, I was
DDG like Thanos. I feel like he on the top.
Yeah,
Oh, Kai.
I
think Kai on top.
Nah.
I think Kai got too much money.
Nah. I think Aiden has more.
Yeah, but I think Kai's more cultural, and I think it's because he's black.
Yeah, but also Speed then. You gotta throw Speed up there. Because he's doing it worldwide. He goes anywhere.
Nah, I still think Kai's bigger. Not better, bigger. I think Kai's bigger.
Nah.
Because Kai's gonna start doing movies. Kai's being under the... Yeah, I think Kai's bigger.
Yeah, but
and I think Kai has more of a connection with his fan base. Because I think he's more...
Yeah.
Speed is more entertainment. Do a flip. Race this motherfucker. Do it. Rent a car.
But he's also like...
Entertainment.
into the football culture. So, like, I would just rather watch him than Kai in a sense.
Either of them motherfuckers. But I think Kai's bigger. I think he's
I get you. But like I said, DDG's been in multiple beefs, but he lost. He's been... I would say he lost.
I don't even know, and like, it doesn't even matter who won.
To
me, it's just like, damn.
Real question though, like someone would always just like the guy that was said it. He's like, "Can guns to the back of your head, name fire DDG."
I can't.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons he mad now, because he said for. Reggie said something like,
"Well, he got that
focus on that trash ass."
Yeah, because he got that from.
But like DDG should be able to be like, but you gotta be aware that you're not really known for your music.
But you're
known for being an entrepreneur in YouTube.
Yeah. But
like you paved the fucking way that people are still following through. You did it first. You was one of the first motherfuckers to do it and do it right.
No, but he doesn't think like he's like, no, I'm known because of like.
And no one only song I know from DDG Fro is that Moonwalking in Calabasas.
Which one? He made like 5 remakes.
I didn't even know that. Yeah. I just know it's the one. I just know he has that one and
with
the one with Blueface.
Yeah. The remix.
Yeah. I knew of the song before the Blueface remix.
Yeah. So you know too.
I guess I know too. Whatever.
But
like you're not known for that, and that's okay.
But that's what I guess that's what triggers him is because like people are saying like he's saying like, oh, you're not. To me, that's what it looks like because anytime anyone has ever brought that up, he just be like,
it gets to him.
Yeah. It's like hits a nerve. Like,
because he probably really fucks with the music shit, and like as an artist, he wants to be respected.
But honestly, I don't
saying that shit.
To me, I don't see him as like.
I don't see him as an artist.
Yeah, me too. I don't. I see him as like a YouTuber,
cool,
a vlogger.
Like, you got everything else. It's okay. You can't have it all, twin. Like, you ever heard that Drake song? Can't have everything. Go listen to that song. There's things that Drake don't have. You don't see him getting on his feelings because people saying this and that.
Because you can't. But I feel
like you can't have it all. Man.
But I think it's because it's like I think it's just because of like the community so much right here, and since they're on social media so much. Bro, they're looking at it and like they're reading it, so it's like gets to them in a sense. It's always in their face. Shit, So I don't know. I don't like I said. I don't know what the fuck they're beefing about.
I think that's a personal. I think that's an interpersonal issue. I feel like there's people who are in DDG's position that probably receive hateful shit said to them all the time and things that are always repetitive, but doesn't fuck with them.
Yeah.
So I think that's an issue within himself that he has to be able to fix.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they continue beefing. I don't know. I mean, I guess they're both getting paid because both people
they both getting fucking paid. You best believe they both getting fucking paid.
All I know was, they were beefing and DDG was making comments about Reggie only making $100K a month. Oh yeah.
Oh my God! You only make $100K a month. What the fuck is you talking about, gang? That's why I feel like people get too much money to the point where like what the fuck is you talking about? Like
that changes someone's life.
Oh my God! I don't make $100K a year. You talking about someone who making $100K a month? What the fuck is you telling? What the fuck is you saying about me?
That's it. Shit. That's what I'm saying. That's all I've seen. I mean, I don't really like. It's on my feed too, but like I
make $100K a month.
Shit. See what social media does to you. But
some of these motherfuckers' heads be fucking
headless.
There should be empty for all the fucking money they make. You got all that currency and you got no fucking sense.
Can't have that.
Ha, that was a bar.
Oh, cat. I heard that one already though.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah, Drake wrote it.
Nah, he never said that shit. He ain't never said that shit.
But no, yeah, I mean, at least we both. That's all I know, realistically. When I see it on my feed too, I just scroll past it. I'm going fuck. I mean, it doesn't like really do nothing. It doesn't benefit me.
Nah, me either. That's why I try not to like invest myself into that shit. Especially because I don't want to be. you get 24 hours in a day, right? I don't want to invest a couple minutes out of my day watching shit.
I don't even
that
watch
is gonna
streamers like that.
Not me either. I don't want to invest my time in watching motherfuckers that are beefing. Why the fuck would I want to know why the fuck this motherfucker don't like this guy and this motherfucker don't like that? Like, no, like there's so much other shit you could watch or listen to, you know, to fucking. You only get 24 hours in a day, so try to fill that shit with as much influential, positive things.
Even just knowledge.
Yeah, if you want to fucking learn about, if there's something you've been a bullshit about, you've been wanting to learn how to do this, and you're at work, put on a fucking podcast about someone that's talking about that shit that could be putting you on game while you fucking working. If you go home and you want to go watch, if you're trying to watch a stream or you're trying to watch some bullshit, or you're on TikTok fucking doom scrolling on some dumb shit, go search up whatever it is that you wanted to, that you tell yourself you know you want to fucking learn about and you know you can fucking do. I know there's probably people out there that probably be like, oh, I've been wanting to get into real estate. Oh, I've been wanting to get into stocks. Oh, I've been wanting to start recording. Oh, I've been wanting to know how to edit videos. Oh, I've been wanting to know how to do this. But you're doom scrolling. But you out on the weekend at the clubs.
That's no indirect to nobody.
No, and it's because you got to be honest. Because I'm going to be honest. There's been times I've been on bullshit too. There was times where I didn't, even before the whole Heartbreak shit, I told myself I have to go to the gym, and I just wouldn't. I put it to the side. I told myself, man, I got to start posting a little bit. Or posting something. There was a point where I had 0 posts on everything. On TikTok. And I knew I would enjoy posting. And I just, I'll do it. You got to do that shit. And you got to be honest with yourself, and you got to put some other shit to the back. Why the fuck you at the club on a Friday night? You know what I mean? And I was doing that shit like a month ago. 2 months ago.
No, yesterday whole time.
To be fair though, I had never done it in my life. I had this little span like this year, right? Was the first time I ever went to a bar?
Yeah.
And I stopped that shit already. I'm done with that shit. No more bars, no more clubs, none of that. That shit is just a drain of energy. Motherfucker, you get in there, you buy a couple drinks, all you're doing is spending money, and then if you do talk to the opposite gender or whatever, it's like, they really ain't got shit going on, and they don't ever try to give you real conversation, and everybody's trying to fuck, and everybody's trying to do this, and it's like, damn, bitch, I'm draining my energy. Exactly. Think about it. If every fucking Saturday night, you go to a bar, or every other Saturday night, whatever, you go to a bar, go to a club, and even if you're not on bullshit trying to like get with no one, you're just out there having a good time with your friends, drinking, buying drinks, chilling, dancing, having a good time. But then during the week, you're like, oh, fuck, I have to do this. Or, oh, fuck, I'm behind on this. Or, oh, fuck, I don't have time to do this. Or, fuck, I don't have time to learn about the thing I wanted to learn about. You could have been doing that on the weekend. And that's the biggest thing that I've noticed or learned this year. You got to be, there comes sacrifice with
everything
with what you want to do. With what you truly, what deep inside, that yearning that you have, that voice in your head and your soul that's telling you, oh, fuck, I really need to do this. That's the one that loses when you go and do some other shit. And that's the one that feels the worst. Right? Because on the outside, woo, I'm at the club, woo, fucking lit. Yeah. I feel amazing, holy shit. I fucking love life. And in the middle of the week, you're like, fuck.
What the fuck am I doing myself?
Or not even like to that extent where like, oh, fucking piece of shit. No, but like, you're like, fuck, I don't have time to do this. Oh, fuck, I don't have, or fuck, I'll do this tomorrow.
Tomorrow comes and
shit. Tomorrow, there ain't no tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
It's only today.
Yeah.
It's only today. Sorry.
Yep.
Whoever told you tomorrow's coming, they fucking lie to your face. Because there is no tomorrow. It's only today.
You only can control
the
current day, not the future.
Yeah, just that, man. Just fuck all that. If you want to do something, you know you can fucking do it. Fucking do it. If you want to post more content about what the fuck you do in your daily life, fucking do it. If you want to fucking anything, you want to start fucking building Legos, go buy a Lego set, learn how to build that bitch. If you want to be the person that goes on more walks, go and do more walks. You want to be the person that fucking, if you're like, fuck, man, I don't talk to anyone, just practice. Go up to someone in the fucking middle of the street. You don't got to fucking have a full-on conversation, but like start with little steps. Hey, good morning, when you're walking past someone in the morning. Hey, good morning. Compliment someone. Hey, I really like your this. Oh, where did you get it? And you never know, it might flow into another conversation. Or it might be short and be like, oh, I got it from here, thank you. And that's it. But that's fine. You know, so there's so many routes I can tell you that the things that people want to do, but they don't really do because they feel like they don't have the time, but they they feel they use their time to do other things that really don't benefit them. So
Yeah.
it's just that. But at the end of the day, hey,
It's
who
your
the
life.
fuck am I?
Yeah. It's your
Fuck
life.
me.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Fuck is he talking about, dumbass? I'm at the club. Fuck it. Like I said,
it's your life.
you hate it. I despise it. You like it. I love it.
Right.
So.
You only got one life. Live it how you want.
But just know, the greatest. I don't know who it was. I want to say it was Denzel.
Washington?
Yeah. Denzel had a speech. I'm going to butcher this. But the essence of it was, when you're in your deathbed and you're about to die, all the ghosts of the things that you wanted to accomplish are going to be looking you in your face. And that's when it's going to hit.
Like, damn, I didn't go on more walks, or damn, I didn't travel outside.
Damn, you're gonna look. Let's say whatever. There's things I didn't want to do. I'm gonna look at one of my ghosts, and he's gonna be fit as fuck, and he's gonna be looking at me.
Like, see, this is what you could have been.
Not even what you could have been, but like, why didn't you do it?
Mm-hmm.
You had the control. You had the power to do it. Why didn't you do it? And then I'll look at another ghost of me, and it'll be a guy who will go on walks and be like, look how peaceful I look. Look how much more I'm connected with nature. Why didn't you do it? Or I'll be looking at the guy that gained knowledge by reading books on topics that he knew were going to make him successful.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about the Richard Mille. I'm talking about a couple keys, couple Lambos.
Right.
It was yours. Why didn't you do it? It was yours. You know? It's like, and that shit's powerful, man. I don't give a fuck who you are. That shit have hit you very different. Like, really try to imagine that. Really close your eyes and imagine the doctor told you have terminal whatever. You got 2 motherfucking days to live.
Yeah, 2 days.
You got 2 days to live till you're unconscious and basically you're brain dead. And then your family's going to choose when to pull the plug. You got 2 days. Really imagine yourself in that situation and sit down and lay down. Matter of fact, make it as real as possible. Go lay down on your bed and lay down, close your eyes, turn off the lights. And really just try to envision yourself. All you see is your legs and the bed in the hospital. That's all you see. Try to envision yourself in that moment, your body feeling weak. Every breath that you take, you're closer to death. And really imagine the feeling that you would feel knowing you didn't put your fucking effort into all the things you wanted to accomplish and all those fucking ghosts are surrounding you, looking at you, disappointed because you didn't do what you knew you had to do in order to be put in those positions.
Basically.
That shit hit different. I'm sorry. That is not a feeling you want to have when you're about to leave this earth. At fucking all. Hell no. Fuck no.
Type.
So, shit. But like we said, you like it, I love it.
It's hard.
It's your life.
Can't tell you shit. We just.
I can't tell you shit. Who the fuck am I?
Yeah, right?
Who the fuck am I?
Yeah.
I ain't know shit. I'm just a young buck out of Illinois.
Trying to make it.
Regular person. Work. Do a little video on the side. Do a little gym. That's it. Shit, who the fuck am I, man?
Yeah. But yeah, that's all our topics for today.
Humildemente.
Whole time imagine.
You don't got nothing else you want to talk about? I feel like there was some other shit. That didn't have to be the whole shit we talked about.
Whole time imagine is not recording. Let's see.
Nah, it is. Shit, hopefully. Fuck it, if anything, it's
Oh, yeah. It's been 1:38.
Yeah? Dang, I swear these bitches be flying.
Yeah, I was telling you. I mean, I feel like as the days pile up, we'll have more. Or we can still ask them. There's nothing, I feel like, what's going on today in the world. Okay.
There was things throughout the week that I wanted to talk about, and I didn't fucking write them down.
When you do write them down.
So now I gotta keep that in mind. Whenever there's a thought, write it down.
Me too, I'm gonna do that.
Because then I'll forget it. I'm the type of motherfucker that I'll be
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, that'll be a great conversation. Oh,
Yeah.
that'll be amazing time.
Yeah.
And then the day comes, I'm like, fuck, I forgot that shit. But fuck it. This is what, episode 2
Yeah.
officially, I guess.
Yeah.
I still haven't uploaded episode 1.
Well,
So look, I just had that whole talk with y'all talking about don't be on bullshit because your goals. I still haven't made that YouTube account to post that full video. So
We'll get there though. We're learning.
I gotta
We're
I gotta build that YouTube account so I can post a full first video because I've only posted clips on Instagram and on TikTok. So I want to get this full one out. I want to incorporate other shit into this podcast as far as like things I've seen in other podcasts. Obviously, I want to start to change the background. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. You could be very successful off a background like this, but I just want to make it more us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? More things you see in the background that like, oh, that we fuck with, you know? So
you just get an idea of like
that'll
that
just
personality.
be with time.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anytime soon, but
You'll see though. You'll see the change of it. As
yeah, you'll
episodes.
see. We'll let it be known. But I look, we in a new spot.
Just wait. And from a year now to older, you'll see the difference.
But yeah, just that.
Stay tuned in. Hope you guys
Shit.
like.
I don't know how we should
End it.
Yeah, should we have like an outro or some shit? Like,
I feel like I don't. I feel like we'll figure that out as time.
yeah.
We'll get better as. Yeah.
I just got hit.
Fuck it. But no, I mean, thank you for whoever stays for long or sees clips. I mean,
Or
we
watches,
appreciate,
yeah, I
yeah,
mean-
we appreciate the support. We appreciate.
And
You
I
know-
just like seeing people comment, man.
Yeah.
Like, when y'all comment, I'm like, oh, man, these motherfuckers really watching this
Yeah.
shit. And they make me want to interact with y'all. So like, I want to see what y'all think too. This ain't about me. This ain't about us. I want to see what the fuck y'all gonna say too. So.
So we appreciate the hate, the love, whatever we.
Yeah, even if this bitch gets 0 views, if this bitch get 10 views, fuck,
It's
that's
out there
10
in the world.
motherfuckers that.
Yeah.
Even if they watch 2 seconds of it, fuck it, they see my face. Fuck
Yeah.
it. Y'all
So
fuck with us,
we
y'all
appreciate
don't.
all of it.
Cool, man.
Support.
Yeah.
We'll continue to like.
We should
Push
name
out.
We should name the episodes.
Yeah. We'll learn. We'll pull
We'll
an
learn,
episode.
we'll
Yeah, you know what I mean. It comes.
What would this one be called?
Um,
Based on what we talked about.
Should we talk about everything? We could put a hashtag first heartbreak. Or, you know, like I said, we'll come up with it as.
Yeah, we'll come up with some shit.
But thank you for tuning in, and we hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, man, we out, man. Fuck y'all. I mean, I love y'all. Damn, my ankle hurt.
Bye too.
Why this bitch